In this video, we'll cover creating projects for test specifications, creating work items representing test cases, and how to link your test cases to the requirements they verify. We have another video that explains how to create new projects, so have a look at that if you need to. Here, we'll just focus on a couple of tips for test specification projects. First, decide if you will specify and manage requirements and test cases in the same Polarion project. Managing both artifact types in one project makes traceability linking a bit faster and easier, though it's still quite feasible to manage them in separate projects. If you go with separate projects, then it's a good idea to create them in the same project group. If you go with a single project, choose a project template that provides everything your team or teams will need in addition to test case specification. You can find descriptions of Polarion's standard project templates in the user reference section of the help. There are two basic scenarios for creating test specifications in Polarion. You can import existing specs you already have in Microsoft Word or Excel, or you can author new specifications in Polarion either in LiveDoc documents or using the integrated work item tracker. Let's look briefly at each of these options. You can import existing test specifications from Word or Excel, creating individual test case work items from portions of the content. You can then manage your test cases with Polarion's workflow, test run, and other features. From Word, you always import test cases into a new Polarion LiveDoc document. From Excel, you can import them either into a LiveDoc or into the work item tracker if you prefer a tool-based approach. You can learn how to do these imports in our tutorial videos on Word and Excel import. If you're starting a new test specification project from scratch, you can use either one or both of two approaches to writing up your test cases. You can take a document-centric approach, creating Polarion LiveDoc documents with test case type work items marked in them. See our video on creating LiveDocs for the how-to. If you prefer a tool-centric approach, you can define test cases directly in the work item tracker. To do that, open your project and select the Work Items topic in Navigation. This takes you into the tracker's table view, which is fine for this operation. In the toolbar, click this Create icon and choose Test Case. A detail form for the new test case loads in the lower part of the page. From here, it's just a matter of filling and setting values in the data fields. The description field is where you write the test steps and any other information for the test case. You can include images as well as text here. If you put your test steps into a table, testers using Polarion QA will have the option to track the result of each test step. Be sure to pay attention to required fields, marked with a red asterisk, and also to any custom fields your project may have. Some of those might be configured as required fields also. After defining a new test case, it's important to link it for traceability, so let's look quickly at how to do that. Here's a test case defined in a LiveDoc document. With it selected in the editor, go into the document sidebar and open Work Item Properties if that's not already showing. Requirements generally live in a different document, maybe in the same project or maybe in a different project. Either way, the easiest thing here is to open the Requirements document in a new browser tab and find the requirement you want to link to, which I've already done to save some time. Let's say we want to link our test case to this requirement. On the Requirements icon menu, we take Copy Link. Now go back to the test specification document and in the work item properties of the test case, click Paste Link. Right away we see the ID of the target requirement, and it remains only to save the document to create the link. That's all for this second video in our series on test management with Polarion. As always, comments or questions are welcome at info@polarion.com.